It's time we talk about a serious topic, vaping and the dangers it poses to students' physical and mental health.
Vaping knows no boundaries. It's not confined to one social class, one school, or one community. It's a problem that's affecting the lives of families everywhere.
Vaping has become increasingly popular among young people, yet many are not aware of the potential risks associated with this habit.
It's important for students and parents to educate themselves on the risk associated with vaping. Being informed about the risk and fostering open, honest dialogue are essential tools for prevention.
It's become quite common. Talking to some students, and the leader and me the other day, they estimated that probably 60 to 70% of our students are vaping, which is, that's huge. These are vapes that we confiscated the first semester here at school. This is just a regular vape here, a Vuse vape. It goes in there, kind of looks like a flash drive or something you'd put in your computer, but this is a refill that goes in it. It's tested negative, but when this is full or it's half full, if you turn it upside down, see how you can see it moving down? If it was THC, it wouldn't. And this is the thing you actually purchase that contains the THC. So if I turn it over, you can actually see that hardly even moves. It's very thick like molasses. And this one was tested and tested positive. But this is the battery for it. This is actually the refill for it. And that's called a dab pen. We have vape detectors here at the high school. They alert us anytime somebody's vaping in the bathroom. The goal is to get them to stop and educate them and educate the parents. If you're a parent, you know, there's nothing wrong with checking your kids' bags. Be involved, you know, get involved, know what your kids are doing. There's nothing illegal, nothing wrong with you checking your kid's bag once in a while. It's just being a parent.
As a parent or guardian, being informed about the dangers of vaping and having preventative conversations with your teens could save them from the harmful effects of nicotine addiction and other health problems. At Republic Schools, our counselors and school resource officers provide important lessons on the topic of substance abuse beginning in the 4th grade.
It's important for families to be informed about the dangers of vaping. There's a misconception that vaping and using e-cigarettes is a safer alternative to smoking tobacco products. In fact, there are a number of health risks associated with using these types of products. Educating yourselves as parents or guardians and then having honest conversations with your kids can be the key to preventing them from trying it. Prevention is key. We start the conversation at Republic Schools in 4th grade by providing classroom lessons on the topic of good drugs and bad drugs. We continue building on that knowledge with students all the way up through 8th grade, including lessons on nicotine addiction and how addiction works. Understand that vaping is not confined to one social group. This issue is widespread and affects teens from all backgrounds. Watch for red flags. Keep an eye on your teens' behavior, including any changes in their mood, social circle, or habits. Do you notice chemical smells when you walk into their room? Students may attempt to cover the odors with air fresheners. Odors from vaping can also permeate clothing. If you notice any of these red flags, speak with your student. Talk to them about their use and seek professional help for quitting if needed.
Nicotine is a highly addictive substance. It is a stimulant, and we know that in the short term, it raises our heart rate, it raises our blood pressure. The long term being that it enhances our risk for heart disease and increases our risk for stroke because of the damage that it does on our cardiovascular system. We know that vaping affects our adolescents and teens' brain development. We know that it impairs cognitive function, impulse control, and our attention span. We also know that it affects their ability to learn, it affects their memory, and so that's going to set them up for challenges for the rest of their life.
As noted, having open and honest conversations about the dangers of vaping is critical. Here are a few tips on how to speak with your student about vaping. Although this can be a sensitive topic, using a calm tone while talking to your student about vaping and its health risks can be helpful. Regardless of your student's age, having an open conversation will allow you to learn more about what your student knows or doesn't know about vaping, along with any personal experience they may or may not have had.
If you discover your student has used or is using vape products, asking open-ended questions could be helpful. Here are a few to consider. Can you tell me about your experience with vaping? What made you start using it? Do you feel pressured by friends or peers? Or is there something specific that led you to try it? Are there stressors or concerns in your life in which you feel vaping helps you cope? Is there something we can do to help you manage your stress?
Look for ways in which you can support your student in quitting. There are great resources available to help support parents and students. You can find resources to help create a quit plan at teen.smokefree.gov.
Encourage your student to get rid of their vaping devices and products. Assure them that although it may be difficult at times, the cravings will subside.
Be persistent. If your student is reluctant to speak about their habit, parents can gently persist in encouraging their teens to open up about their vaping habits.
For more information on vaping and to learn more about how to support your students, please visit republicschools.org and scroll down to find the RepMO Resources page. Check out some of their other resources while you're visiting.